have our first confirmed case.
The way the water was rising so fast, I got worried.
Tonight, Cayo's floodwaters are rolling across the Belize District.
And right now, the water is in the front yard.
Rising floodwaters all over Belize.
SSB, COVID-19 unemployment relief.
And we are still out here. We need to go home.
To say that 2020 has been a difficult year for Belizeans would be a huge understatement. A struggling economy suffered a devastating gut punch when the country had to be locked down right after the pandemic reached this side of the world. The tourism industry, which was to our country what crutches are to the crippled person, was lost. The marathon of tragedy continued after massive flooding broke records and unfortunately broke the last strand of hope for many Belizeans already suffering. Colorblind Multimedia and our partners have decided to do our part to bring Christmas joy to 8 deserving families who have had a tough 2020. We put out a call for the public to nominate people in need and to tell us their stories. We received over 40 submissions, and after an emotional and difficult selection process, our team was able to narrow down to the final 8. Our first recipient, Diana Crawford, was nominated by her sister Sarita. Her recommendation was extremely heartwarming and compelling. This is what her sister had to say. I would like to nominate my wonderful sister Diana Crawford because, like many others, she has been struggling to make ends meet due to the pandemic. My sister has always been a hard worker and a great mother to her 5 children. Due to the COVID-19, she was placed on a deducted salary, which is half her income, and her significant other lost his job in the tourism industry. Diana's significant other applied for the unemployment relief funds. However, the incorrect account number was on the form and the funds went to someone else's account. The person refused to be of any assistance in giving the money back. My nieces and nephews still managed to remain to be the sweetest and most well-mannered children I know, regardless of these circumstances. They have remained happy with the little they have, and it breaks my heart to know that I cannot do more for them because they deserve the world. I know my sister is more than deserving of a Christmas wishlist treat.
Hello.
Hi, good evening. Is this Miss Sarita?
Yes.
Hi, Miss Sarita. How are you doing? My name is Danielle, and I am calling on behalf of the Colorblind team. You had submitted a name for our wishlist program.
Yes.
Yes. So after reading all our stories, we had some very, very heartwarming stories. We had a couple of them that really, really touched us. But after going through them together as a team, the person that you nominated, Miss Diana, I think?
Yes.
Correct. Miss Diana will be our first recipient for our CB Wishlist program.
Oh, wow. That's such great news.
No problem at all. So I'm calling to inform you first. Did you inform Miss Diana that you had nominated her?
No, because it was like a spur of the moment. Like I just saw it, so I just submitted it.
Okay, so she has no idea that she is going to be receiving the entire Christmas experience.
No, she doesn't know as yet.
Wow, and how many kids is in Miss Diana's household?
5.
Wow. Okay, so if you can stay on the line for me and just remain really quiet, I'll be adding Miss Diana to the call just so you can share in the excitement as well, okay?
Okay then, no problem.
No problem. I'll put you on hold now just to add her.
Okay. Hello?
Hi, good evening. Is this Miss Diana?
Yes, it is.
Hi, Miss Diana. My name is Danielle, and I'm calling from Colorblind Multimedia. We have embarked on a really nice Christmas initiative called the CB Wishlist. and you were nominated to be one of our first ever recipients. What that entails is the entire Christmas dinner, all that you need to make that dinner, whether it is the ham and turkey and stuffings and everything included, as well as gifts for all the children in your household under the age of 15. And your lovely sister, I think it is, Miss Sarita, who is actually on the line now, nominated you and you were selected.
Oh, wow. So I'm selected to get all these things?
Yes, ma'am, you are. You don't sound excited.
I am. I'm just shocked. I wanted to know if it's a prank.
It is not. Miss Sarita, you can speak to her.
I just submitted, I guess this weekend. I never informed you because I never saw, maybe the outcome.
So the team at Colorblind, we thought of some way to give back to people. I mean, COVID, the flooding, I know you have been drastically affected by the flooding in your area. You're in the 8 miles vicinity. And we wanted to do something for people who were affected. And so with that, we decided to give the experience. So it's everything to make the Christmas dinner, everything down to coconut oil and coconut powder. And we'll give the ham and turkey, and we will also give the gifts for the kids. I know you have 5 kids, and so we will be giving gifts to all the children in your household as well.
That sounds amazing.
No problem. We're so happy to work with you, and we look forward to seeing you very soon, okay?
Yes, ma'am. No problem.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thanks to our partners, we were able to put together these awesome Christmas baskets for our Wishlist beneficiaries. They include a ham, a turkey, and other grocery items to ensure a full Christmas meal is possible. And we even have toys for the kids. Diana, our first recipient, lives in the 8 Miles community, right outside Belize City on the George Price Highway. We're happy to meet her in person for the first time and to deliver this bundle of joy to her family. While she is now in need of support to provide for her family, her household was self-sufficient before COVID came around.
COVID has hit us in drastic ways in Belize, especially for people that doesn't have any income whatsoever. So I'm grateful that I was still able to have an income, but it has been very hard on everyone in Belize. And I know COVID has affected many people in many different ways and aspects of life. But I've never given up faith. We have to stay strong because the kids do depend on us. We used to always go out and party and enjoy and take little things for granted, and even not having family around you as first you never worry about having family and friends doing this for you. But this pandemic shows a lot of people that there's not always someone there, so you always need to have your own back. But it has changed a lot. It actually lets me look at things differently as well, whereby I count my blessing twice, because a lot of people are in worse situations than I am, but I'm grateful that I'm still doing okay.
Who's 6? How old are you? Diana's insistence on making the most of her current situation can be seen in the innocent happiness on her children's faces. Although things have changed, they continue to be happy children, while their parents, with the help of family, try to keep things comfortable and safe for them.
Even though my husband was affected by COVID firsthand because they lost their job before the shutdown in Belize and everything, he has been grateful to have great family members that helps out, as well as mine as well. So I'm grateful for family at this point. A lot of people don't have family as well, but we have been fortunate to have family to help us out, especially on his end.
We asked Diana what her single Christmas wish would be for this year, and her response touched our hearts and reminded us of the importance of efforts like the CB Wishlist.
Well, I'm not selfless, so to be honest, I do have more people that I think needs this help rather than me. So it would be to give one person that I know for a fact is struggling to have help because, you know, being a single mother, it's really hard out here. So I'm speaking on her behalf as well. So I have one person I would want to give everything to, you know, just to take the bills off that person and to have groceries, because in reality, grocery is something that people don't think about, but it's a necessity, and some people don't have that to look forward to and get up next day and say, well, I have this to eat and that to eat, but a lot of us really goes through it. So that would be a wish for me.
Taylor, put it under the tree.
If I say thank you.
But you have to put it under the tree. Push it good, son, and I walk on it. Okay, and who named DJ? Yeah? You know it, you know?
You have to hold it good, baby.
Hold it from the family. Stop. Deja. How I know that you want this full of that one is for her. And this one is for Shade. So I don't bring up with you because I say you're the man. No way, Papa, I brought you on this. This one is yours. That one is yours. It was of enormous joy to be able to deliver those treats to such a deserving family. There are many other people like Diana who are in need of some assistance. Unfortunately, our team is unable to help all of them. You can play your own part by reaching out to family members or neighbors and friends that you know are in need. If you want to help to make Diana's wish come through for her deserving friend, or if you wish to donate a food hamper or gifts to any of the families who were nominated but were not selected, feel free to contact us at 223-3031 or send us an email at info@colorblind.bz. We will make sure they get it. A little goes a long way. CB Wishlist will take a short break now before we return with recipient number 2. Welcome back to CB Wishlist, Colorblind's Christmas initiative to bring the joy of the holidays to 8 deserving families who have been knocked down by the challenges this year. Earlier, we met with recipient number 1, a hardworking mother in the 8 Mile community in Belize District. Recipient number 2 lives all the way in Cayo, and his story was extremely emotional for our team. Antonio Eco is the breadwinner in his large household, and flooding earlier this year created a setback for him. To add to his devastation, another round of flooding wiped away his livelihood at his farm. To make matters worse, his entire home was destroyed, and the family had to be rescued from the floodwaters and placed in a shelter. Someone familiar to his situation recommended him to us. This is what they had to say. I nominate Mr. Antonio Eco from the community of Calla Creek, Cayo. Mr. Antonio was in a shelter in San Ignacio a few days ago with his large family, 14 members. After being rescued by members of the Coast Guard, he lost absolutely everything in his house, as well as his livelihood, since he is completely dedicated to agriculture. He shared with me, with tears in his eyes, that he is very sad and desperate, since as head of his household, he sees the destruction of everything that was built one day with his wife. His emotions are visible as he remembers that his children need to eat every day. Also, his wife is currently in poor health due to her worries about everything that happened. Mr. Antonio's biggest dream for Christmas is that he will have the resources to bring food back to his family's table, to eat together, and that everyone will be in good health, including his beloved wife. This time, we are calling Mr. Edwin, who nominated Mr. Antonio. So let's see how this one goes.
Hello.
Hi, good evening. Is this Mr. Edwin?
Yes. Hi. How are you?
I am great. How are you?
Very good. Thank God.
Good. Hi, Mr. Edwin. My name is Danielle, and I'm calling from Colorblind Multimedia Production.
Okay. Excellent. Nice to meet you.
You have nominated Mr. Antonio to be a recipient for the CB Wishlist program.
Yes.
Great. So I'm calling to inform you that he was nominated. He was nominated by you. We read everything that you wrote, and so he's now selected, and he will be one of our recipients.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Lord, and thank you guys too. Wow.
No problem. Are you related to Mr. Antonio? Is there any family relation?
Hey, they are our friends because we know them.
Okay.
And we want to try to give them some food and some groceries.
Okay, that's very, very nice of you, and I'm so happy that
very good. We are very happy too.
I'm very happy that you nominated him. His story is very, very, very heartwarming. I mean, he was horribly affected by the flood, and so we thank you.
You don't know what they have a big needs right now, to be honest, because they were really affected too with this last flood.
We really can't thank our partners enough for helping us put together these awesome Christmas baskets for our wish list beneficiaries. Just like recipient number 1, Antonia will be receiving a turkey, a ham, other grocery items to ensure a full Christmas meal is possible, and we even have toys for the kids. To deliver to him, we're hitting the road en route to Calla Creek, Cayo.
My name is Juan Ico, and my relationship to Mr. Antonio Ico, I am his son. I live with my dad and my mom, my sister, nephews and niece. We all live together. We are 15 in total. I was working. I had a job so that I could have provided for my family to help my dad. But when the pandemic came in, I lost my job. I used to work with construction site. I lost my job, and I started to help my dad with the farming. And when we did the farming, the flood came and damages everything from us, absolutely everything. And right now, we have nothing in the farm, and it's absolutely empty. Me and my dad, we are putting materials together, new boards. We bought it and we had it right there, and so that when we gather everything together, we can construct a new home. But when the flood came, it just washed off everything away, and right now we have nothing, none of those materials that we put together.
And indeed, those floods were unprecedented, resulting in catastrophic losses for hundreds of Belizeans like Juan and his family. while this family was one that had to be rescued and housed in shelter for some time, life after the flood is not nearly as comfortable and safe as it used to be.
Since coming back home due to the flood, life isn't the same again, because first, before the flood and the pandemic, we had everything, but when the flood came in, we lost everything. Right now, I just help my family take care of the animals, and my dad is a hard-working person. He went out and started to work so that he could provide for the family. And right now I'm jobless, so I wish I could get a job back so that I could help my dad and provide for the family again.
For some of us, our Christmas wish this year may range from asking for a new cell phone to hoping to land some new clothes for our closets. But for Juan and his family, they just want someone to help them find somewhere safe and dry that they can call home.
It's very hard. I wish we could have a new home and somewhere to live better. We have 9 children that are below the age of 15, and they don't have a proper place to sleep, and we don't have access to clean water. Right now the water tank is broken and we can't have clean water. We have to get water from the river so that we can have water to drink. And we would wish if the public can help us with any of those things that we really need, so that we can at least have a better life.
That hula hoop is yours as well. You like hula hoops? And Alea, the baton is yours, okay? Take off the hold on, let me take it. It has the plastic on it. Juan and his father are incredible men who put the well-being of their family first and foremost. I am able to say that my personal wish list has been granted by Colorblind for allowing me to be a part of this heart-touching initiative. All around us, thousands of people are in need, and silently, countless people rise to the occasion day in and out to make life a little bit easier for other people that are in need. Only 8 out of 40 plus families received our wish list Christmas goodies. So, if you wish to donate a food hamper or gifts to any of the families who were nominated, feel free to contact us at 223-3031 or send us an email at info@colorblind.bz. We'll make sure they get it. We salute our nominators for doing their part in helping us identifying the most deserving people to assist. And we wish to thank all our partners who helped us to make this possible, especially Belize Electricity Limited, Simon Kwan Limited, Quality Poultry, Susan Singh Photography, Blossom Maternity and Children's Store, Walworth Store, J&W Supermarket, Twin Supermarket, Old Master Lemonade, Sai Bodega, and DK Supermarket. Over the next couple weeks, we will continue to visit the remainder of our CB Wishlist beneficiaries, and we will tell you all about it on Mondays and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. right here on CBTV and on our Colorblind Facebook page. Thanks for joining us on CB Wishlist. And do remember to always pay it forward. Have a good night. Bye.